Have you heard of outlets in Japan but don't know how to get there? Do you love Snoopy but don't know where to buy its merchandise and learn more about its history? Are you searching for a great day out as a family but don't know where to go? If so, you've arrived at the right place, where today I'll be taking you to a place where it provides all these things. Hi, my name is Alex, and in my last venture to Tokyo with my wife and baby, we headed to one of Japan's outlets called Grandberry Park Outlet, which offers an extensive variety of outlet shopping, a super cool Snoopy Museum, and a fun family area with arcades and gacha machines, and much more. Hopefully the information provided you today can help you if you plan to go here, or still deciding whether to go here or not. The outlet is connected directly to the Minami Machida Grandberry Park Station, which is a little ways from the center of Tokyo. A minimum of 35-minute train journey would be expected if you're starting somewhere in the center of Tokyo. We started our journey at Sengakuji Station. From our previous research, we discovered that there was no direct access to Grandberry Park Outlet, meaning we had to do a changeover at some train station. Most starting locations will require a changeover at another station, but if you're luckily starting from Shibuya Station, you can access the Minami Machida Grandberry Park Station directly by taking the Den-en Toshi Line Express, which takes about 35 minutes. If you're starting at another train station in Tokyo, you're most likely transferred to Shibuya Station, as this is most likely the fastest and easiest route, I believe. For example, starting from Shinjuku Station, you can take the JR Yamanote line to Shibuya Station, which takes about 5 minutes, resulting in a total of 40-minute travel time on the train. We decided to take an alternative route, as travelling to the Shibuya Station was not much of a real advantage for us. This alternative route required 2 changeovers and used the train lines Namaboku Line, Oimachi Line, and Den-en Toshi Line. We first stopped at Nakanobu Station, and luckily we found a train station stamp area. Just in case you are unaware, in Japan train stations there are stamping areas where you can collect a stamp of the train station, with each station having its own unique design for free. These stamping areas are sometimes hard to find, as some stations are quite big, but when you do find it, it sure is worth it, as it's a really cool and free memorabilia to take back home. After this, we headed out the station, and then there was a short walk to access the Oimachi line, and then we even stumbled across a Uniqlo. As always, there are vending machines in the train station, which becomes very handy as you might always want a drink. It was then a short wait for the next train, but the weather was good and the environment was very calm and relaxing, as being slightly outside the center of Tokyo. After getting off this train, we arrived at Hatanodai Station, and there was then another short walk to our next train. One really cool thing about this train was that you can see the train driver driving. It felt like you were driving along with them. After arriving at Minami Machida Grandberry Park Station, it was in a short lift ride up to the first floor, and then you've arrived at Grandberry Park Outlet. This outlet has 240 stores with a diverse array of shopping, dining, outdoor experiences, and more. This will be covered later, but let's first head to the Snoopy Museum. I believe the Snoopy Museum in Tokyo is the world's only exhibition of Charles M. Surt's Museum and the Research Center in Santa Rosa, California. The business hours of the Snoopy Museum are: for weekdays, it opens from 10 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m., with the last admission until 5:30 p.m. For weekends and holidays, it opens from 10 a.m. and closes at 7 p.m., with the last admissions until 6:30 p.m. It is suggested by the Snoopy Museum to purchase the tickets in advance, with the admissions divided into 12 time slots per day. The advance tickets can be purchased through the E+ website and the KK Day website, with the prices listed in the table. However, we were not able to buy the tickets in advance, but luckily we were still able to buy at the gate. The tickets costed 2,000 yen per adult. The Snoopy Museum consists of 3 floors, where you first take the lift to the highest floor, which is the 3rd floor, and then you walk downwards for each floor. As you first arrive onto the 3rd floor, you will first come into a room showcasing all the different variety of Snoopy plushies, as well as an extensive variety of figures. After that, you then walk through exhibitions of Charles Surt's comic works and commemorative Snoopy figurines. It was really cool and interesting to learn more about the history of Snoopy, as this was first created quite a long time ago. Another area on the 3rd floor was actually an outside area. There was a grass balcony area where there's a huge wall of Snoopys and one actually playing golf. Also, there was a very nice view overseeing the Grandberry Park Outlet here. After completing the third floor, we headed down to the second floor, where you'll come into a room with a massive Snoopy and enjoy a light show by Snoopy itself. Furthermore, there was more comic books on display, as well as a large Snoopy house that you can actually walk into. Lastly, there's then one more lift ride down to the first floor, and this is where the gift shop exists. This is where you can buy all the Snoopy merchandise you like. As mentioned, there is an extensive array of shops on offer here. In fact, there is actually a first floor and a second floor of shops. Some famous brands that are available include Beams, Montbell, Frank Bazaar, Nike, and many more. Also, just to mention, some shops also offer tax-free services too, meaning that you save even more money here. The business hours of the shopping stores are from 10 AM to 8 PM, with restaurants and cafes from 11 AM to 10 PM. One thing that I love is golf, and being a massive golf fan, I was very excited to see so many golf shops here. For example, there was Wear, Callaway, TaylorMade, and more. As a matter of fact, they had a New Balance golf shop, which I'm not sure you can even find one back at home. In the TaylorMade shop, there was not only just clothing apparel on sale, but there was actually golf clubs you can buy too, which I was quite surprised. There are so many shops here, it's hard to cover all of them. But what I would say is that this outlet had a very good variety of shops, from men's and women's apparel to home goods, stationery bookstores, kids and babies to food stores, meaning that you hopefully be able to buy things for each family member. As well as a very good shopping experience on offer here, this place also offers a very good entertainment and eating experience too. There is an area called Kids Discovery, which consisted of 2 floors. The first floor had a food court with lots of spacious eating area, and the second floor had a famous Gigo store in it. We headed to the latter floor first, where you'll find arcade machines, claw machines, and amusement rides. Even though our baby was still too young to enjoy the amusement rides by themselves, we still held them and had lots of fun. We also tried our luck with some claw machines. However, on this occasion we weren't so lucky, unlike last time when we went to another Gigo store in Ikebukuro Road just outside Sunshine City, where we won on the first or second try, if I remember correctly. If you're interested to learn another fun family area to spend the whole day at, please check my previous video where I talk about going to Sunshine City in Ikebukuro Road, and I will link that in the top right. After spending a good amount of time having fun in Gigo, we were hungry and decided to go downstairs to the food court and grab something to eat. While our baby had their baby food, we chose to get the famous McDonald's for the first time in Japan. Even though you can get McDonald's back at home, the menu in every country is slightly different and makes me want to try all the different offerings. Regarding the sitting area where you eat your food, they had standard tables with chairs, but they also had an area where you can sit on the floor to eat over a very large table. I thought this was a very nice experience, and it made it easier to eat together and it felt like you're sitting at home. There was quite a few unique Japan-only items, so we ordered a few of them to try. We also ordered a Happy Meal, as we saw you can get a very cool toy which was related to Japanese trains. We wanted a Shinkansen train, but we didn't get it this time, but it's okay. We ordered a Samurai Mac, which consisted of a soft bun, hamburger patty, bacon, cheese and salad. Honestly, this burger was very good and very tasty, and it felt like a burger that I've never had from McDonald's before. We also ordered a chocolate shake, which is pretty good as well. At the time when we went, we had the Suki event on, so we ordered some chicken nuggets and they came with limited time sauce. It was also good, and I'll definitely say we haven't had this sauce before as well. Talking about unique things in Japan, I have to mention there was also a KFC store here as well, but it was a buffet store. The price was 3,580 yen per adult and 1,280 yen per child. My coach samples outside showing you what food they served. If I ever come back here again, I think I would try this place out, as it would be such a cool and unique experience. That about wraps up our day at Grandberry Park Outlet, and I could say that we had lots of fun and it was definitely a good day out. I hope our experience has provided useful information and interested you going here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more things to do in Japan, I have other videos on my channel, please check them out. Until next time, take it easy, bye for now.